Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Sunday evening. I hope we're all okay. Hope we're all had a good weekend. Whatever it is you've been up to this weekend, I hope it's treated you well. Obviously, it's a little bit later than I normally do these videos. I normally do them about 7 o'clock. But obviously England decided to put a spanner in those works. So yeah, we'll talk about the game briefly. But we are talking about Archie Gray. We're talking about the situation, obviously, that developed from, well, technically this morning, technically last night, and all the way into now, what the situation is going forward. Just want to say, though, if you're new and watching this, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Evening, Van Gogh, mate. Evening, Robert. Congrats, England. Hell of a comeback. Talk about that. After, well, it is afternoon for you, Shroomsy, but evening, Shroomsy. Congrats, England, I guess. Bitter. Afternoon, Spurs. Afternoon, Tottenham. Yeah, they did. Jude and Saka audition for Olympic diving team. Hey, Teddy, how are you? Teddy, I think you joined the last live late, and I saw the comments as I finished, and you were like, whoops. Southgate got lucky again, absolutely. Seeing Tony out there made me dream of what he would do at Spurs, man. Is a unit. Interesting. Eze and Tony on the field at the same time look nice. Tony hold-up play is so good. Rex, it's so lucky. Southgate. Even I think I need an extra strong summer fruits after that. You and me both. You and me both. I'm good, Rec, mate. I'm good. Thank you for asking, buddy. How are you? For freak's sake, we were winning for so long. After evening, Les, mate. How are we? You still ghost me, Teddy. Do you know what, mate? I keep forgetting. I'm not even going to make excuses. I just keep forgetting. I'm sorry, mate. Can't lie. I was praying on England's downfall. Terrible. You're a terrible person. Right, anyway, let's jump in and let's talk a little bit about our Archie Gray situations. Obviously, if you aren't aware, Spurs have sort of swooped in on the situation to sign Archie Gray ahead of Brentford, right? Well, we've got a couple of little updates on this situation. So from the Times, they've said that Tottenham Hotspur have confidence that a deal can be reached for Archie Gray. Spurs have scouted Gray for over a year and are ready to try and take advantage of Brentford, seeing their bids to sign the player rejected by Leeds. Now, this is a key one. Joe Rodon and Oliver Skipp could be included in Spurs' bid for Gray, with Daniel Farke's side holding interest in both. Obviously, Joe was there last season. Oliver Skipp played for Daniel when he was at Norwich. So that makes quite a lot of sense, if I'm honest. We don't truly know what the deal looks like in terms of like the pay structure, the breakdowns, the installments. We don't truly know, right? We don't truly know how it all really looks. We don't know if Joe or Oliver are involved in the deal. We don't know what the fee looks like. We don't truly know right this second, right? But what I want to say to this is FFP technically finishes tonight, right? In terms of this year. Tomorrow's the next day. Now, obviously for Spurs, they don't care. They do not care about getting it done tonight. It's like it's not gonna change much if they get it done tomorrow or the day after that, right? I was sort of doing a bit of reading up on it, and even though it finishes tonight, there could be like hearsay things where, paperwork gets submitted a little bit late. They normally give a bit of a benefit of the doubt for these things. They do it on deadline day all the time. So even though we may not get it done tonight, it could be tomorrow. It could be quite quick, to be honest. We shall see. Bad. I was praying for Slovak win and a Southgate sacking. I'm still praying for that sacking, mate. Don't worry. Afternoon, Cabagoo, mate. You're right. You haven't missed anything, mate. You haven't missed anything. You're all good. Maybe Swiss will do the job well. If we play like that we did against Swiss, they'll do us. I say we sign Archie tonight. My time, at least. Oh, it's all about you, is it, Shroomsy? Oh, yeah. God, bloody hell. Does Skip need to take one for the team and go to Leeds? It's not a dare. He's not pulling the short straw here. We will sign him this midnight. Here we go. Can happen anytime. Do you not think 40 mil is steep for Gray? Now, look, yes, it is steep for Gray. It's steep for a lot of players. 40 million is, you think of 40 million. 40 million is a lot of money. He has the ability to be generational, though. He would suit what we are trying to do with Angeball as well. So in terms of the transition, it does make a lot of sense. Now, the key thing to this is you're spending 35, 40 million, wherever the deal may look like, on a championship player. And that's what he is. He is a championship player. He's never played Premier League football. So we do have to take that into consideration. Hence why maybe the Roden or the Skip sort of aspect does come into it, because you know what? It will save some money in the end, you know. I'd have no issues if Joe Roden went there, right? And maybe we send maybe Skippy doesn't go there. Maybe Skip goes elsewhere, but maybe we send one or two players on loan there. Maybe Jamie Donnelly goes there. I'm not saying he would, but you know what I mean. Maybe we send a player there on loan just to kind of aid them a little bit, you know. Southgate's killing football. The FA should sack him now. Be a great thing, mate. Gray, Eze, Tony, Due, Fofana. Well, Eze and Tony, Eze, Tony, and Gallagher on the pitch right at the end, and I was like, 3 players that Spurs are interested in are there. Mental. Gray's so good though. Won't find someone else that fits what we are just looking for. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. Would be nice if he still has the job if he faces the Netherlands. Hey, you got to worry about yourselves now, mate. We've done our job to get to the next round. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Rec, who's it you got in the next round for Holland? I don't actually know, mate. Tell me. Roden and Skip would both believe they could still play in the Prem. I had an earmark for the promoted teams. Well, that's the thing. They still could be involved in that front, you know. I don't think the deal will hinge on... I just have a feeling the deal wouldn't hinge on those two going there. I don't see that being an issue, you know. I was in the pub in Scotland with my Slovak family and friends, and it was an absolute anger when Jude and Kane scored, even though I love Kane. Yeah. I want to talk about Kane. I want to talk about Mark Goldbridge, who loves digging him out. And I just dug back. I'll tell you what I said. Send Southgate to Arsenal. Don't threaten me with a good time. I was happy watching Tony play until I seen him aim the ball at the sun and miss the goal. Yeah, his link-up play was solid. He won a lot of fouls, you know. We'll face the wall. Radu. Yeah, careful, mate. Careful. Need to get Mickey van der Ven. You do need to start Mickey van der Ven. Stop mucking around with Stefan de Vrij. Stop mucking around with Jeremy Frimpong being out of position. Get the best players in their positions. Ake can play left back. Van der Ven can play left back. You know, don't know what Koeman's doing, mate. Don't know what he's doing. Radu versus VDV, exactly. Right, another little bit on Archie Gray. So, Football Insider said that Archie Gray is currently on standby to undergo a medical with Tottenham today. The talks between the two clubs are now at an advanced stage. The chances could be completed today. And that's the thing. It could be completed today. Doesn't mean it will. It does not mean it will. I need to make that. I want to stress that one out, because a lot of us are thinking it will be. Let's just be serious. It might not. Although the amount of people like Spurs fans now that are like, right, that game's over. Let's get this done now. Yes. So that, I mean, look, let's see. Let's see on that front, because actually, it wouldn't surprise me if the medical's done today. It wouldn't surprise me at all. In fact, Mickey isn't starting. It's crazy. It's with Koeman. He's rubbish. Stefan de Vrij starts ahead of Van der Ven. Bonkers. Bergvall tomorrow. Oh, if we get Archie, does that impact our ability to get another player? It shouldn't do, Gary. No. There'll still be sales of players. There'll still be, you know, if you sell an Over Skip for 15 million, just hear me out. It's 15 million towards your FFP profit, 100%. You know, no, I don't think we'll have any issues. We'll be fine. Absolutely fine. So yeah, maybe potentially a medical. I wouldn't be surprised if the medical's done, even if the deal's not technically completed. I mean, you got to think the Brentford deal fell apart and he was doing his medical. So Gray, just the beginning. More to come. Absolutely, Robert. Way more to come. Way more to come. So yeah, there's a little bit on Archie Gray. Let's have a little chat about England. All right, I think we should do it. We should all be chatting about this. Right, I want to talk about it because you know what? It bores me, the attention that people with any sort of ability to have, you know, the subscribers that they do, chat the absolute most nonsense when it comes to players, because it doesn't fit agendas that they want. You know, they slag off people for slagging off. You know, I said this with Mark Goldbridge. He's slagging off Kane, and it was like, hang on a second. You slag off people that tell you that Rasmus Højlund's no good because he's doing the graveyard shift. Kane's doing a graveyard shift, and you're slagging him off. Right, okay. It was like he didn't. By the way, when Kane scored, he didn't say anything for about 15 minutes, and it was like, right, okay, so you just don't like Kane because he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go Man United. He was like Kane playing every position apart from the one we need him. And I went, the fact you keep piling on Kane for the fact that he gets zero service, but then bail out Man United strikers for the exact same performances, double standards. He said, keeping Foden and Kane on has cost us all tournament. Gordon and a striker to get him behind would be in the quarters. And then I just went, I'm glad you don't know how Kane's game work, Mark. And he said, why are we sitting back? And I said, no word on the fact that Kane scored then. Literally. It was just boring. It was boring. The people that are digging out Harry Kane for that performance, I'm like, so is he supposed to just use voodoo and just use the force to grab the ball to his foot? That's not how it works. Why is it that Kane has scored 46-0 competitions this season for Bayern Munich, but he's the problem for England? Players need to be getting in behind. That's the thing, you know. Apparently, Eze isn't for sale anymore. Where have you seen that? Imagine Bergvall and Gray playing together in midfield. Well, you'll probably see it at some point. Ake, Van der Ven, Virgil van Dijk, Dumfries. See, I'd rather Frimpong than Dumfries. If you've got Van Dijk sitting next to Frimpong, perfect. Ref was paid off. Nice. Howdy, Annie. Hope you're well, mate. Geese, England were very lucky. PS, did I miss much, bro? Hey, Milton, how are you, mate? No, just talking a little bit about an update on the Archie Gray situation. KSI doing the same. Brother has zero ball knowledge. He supports Arsenal somewhat, but he didn't really care for Arsenal when they were rubbish. Which I don't blame him. Milton's back. He is back, Van Gogh. He is back. All right. Goldbridge is a clown. See, I like Mark Goldbridge. I do. I think he's funny. I think, what he does for fan base channels, I actually don't mind. But I was like, this is lazy. This is lazy. Apparently he had no issues with Ronaldo doing bugger all work, but Kane, he has issues. So that, it's just, you like your players that you like. You don't want to throw them under the bus. And I get it. I do. But then I've been pretty fair with it. And people slagging off Saka. And I was like, Saka's not been one of our worst players. I thought Saka today was all right, to be fair. I don't think he was all that bad. Thought Mark Guehi again and John Stones again, very solid. Shame about Guehi getting that booking. Obviously, misses the next game against Switzerland. Who will be starting for England at centre half? I really don't know. Obviously, Joe Gomez I thought would have come on today, but it was Konsa at left back. But it was Konsa the centre back thought we go with there. Yeah, we play a high line. We'll see on that one. I just don't understand how they can trash talk Harry Kane. Is he not the best striker? He is the best striker in the world, but apparently we should drop him. Tell me you don't understand football without telling me you don't understand football. We don't play to his strong suits. He's a guy that plays balls over the top for people to run onto. It is Southgate his fault. Yeah. What if England played three at the back with Kane and Tony up front? Scary. I don't think there's enough mobility for those two boys, and they play too similarly, to be honest. Now, if you had like Kane and a Watkins, maybe I can understand. KSI talks like an American talking about football. Yeah. Alistair Golds. I can't remember what your first thing was, Dragon Mate. Sorry. I wonder what Kane is supposed to do when he gets zero service. Magically teleport the ball to his foot and then score from every touch. Goldbridge meltdown when they lost 4-0 at Brentford was epic, though. That was epic, yeah. There's a lack of cohesion up front right now for England. That's on Southgate. His tactic-less ball. Well, there's that. Eze's a release clause, not for pass to the sides. Who's your tip to win the Euros? I'll go Spain. They look like the most polished team. Spain or Germany are still my shout. Just because Germany, obviously been at home. That's why I say them. Hanko would be a good left side. Hanko's decent, yeah. Hey, Donna, you're right. Palmer needs to start with Tony. Tony's not going to be starting Chris. But Palmer starting, potentially. Worst part about Harry Kane disrespect is Spurs get brought into it. What do we have to do with it? Yeah, we've got no players in the England squad, yet we still get dragged into all these issues. Yeah. So yeah, with that, I just think it's lazy. In terms of today, look, if we turn up to Switzerland playing that, we're not going through. Switzerland would do us. They are a team. You can tell when you watch them and go, yeah, that's a proper team. And we will get done and we would get hurt by Switzerland. Now, I thought Kobe Mainoo was solid as well with Rice. I thought there was a little bit more balance in the midfield for that. Switzerland are going to be on the ball a lot more, though. They'll be on the ball. I know Slovakia pressed us, but Switzerland will press us and they'll be on the ball a lot more. We'll see what happens from that. But the Foden, Bellingham, Saka, Kane thing just still isn't working. For me, looking at it, do you try Saka on the left wing? It doesn't look like that works, to be honest. He looks like a guy that is very one-footed, and teams know that, so they always offer him in the inside on his right foot. So do you drop Saka for Palmer? Do you move Foden more centrally, or do you move Foden on the right wing and you drop Saka and you bring in, let's say, Gordon or an Eze? Because I think by the looks of it, Southgate prefers Eze. I'm just saying. And I prefer Eze, but that's because I like Eze a lot, so there's that, to be fair. Izumi, or does Eze look heavy? I guess I'm not familiar with how he's built. Nah, he's not heavy, mate. Don't worry. You're sick of Kane haters on YouTube. It's just for clicks and likes and things like that. It's boring. We don't do that stuff here. 60 million with add-ons. It's 60 million rising to 68. Southgate's pep talks have to be hypnotic ASMR sleep, including whispers, whilst he just touches his cashmere polo. Mainoo was absolutely class day. Thought he was England's best player at times. Yeah, I'd say agree, Robert. And this is the beautiful thing about this community we have. We're not biased. If someone plays well, we go, he played well. He could be I thought Rice played well. Yeah, Rice played well. I'm gonna shout that out. I thought Tripp struggled a little bit. Konsa looked all right when he first came on. I thought, look, the two centre halves and the keeper, solid again. I thought Walker struggled today a little bit, to be honest. Did think he struggled a little bit, but he's still a guy that's crucial to this team just because of the pace, Southgate was lucky. Yeah, England have 0 defenders left for the Swiss game. Send me in, Rec. Send me in. Who plays up front for Switzerland? I'll have him. Eze and Palmer on the wings. So are you dropping Foden and Saka then, Marshall? It's nice to see us spin back on Brentford for the Noosa thing with the Archie Gray. Well, look, that's what a lot of people were sort of saying, to be honest. I think that was more of a Noosa thing than the Brentford thing, because Noosa wanted regular first-team football. That's why. Who is it that's being linked with Noosa? Is it Palace? I think it's Palace that are linked with Noosa, because they were going to go for Matthias Sule, but apparently not anymore. I wonder if there's any deals that are going to happen in the next sort of few hours. Palmer's actually good, I thought he was solid. I think, gave the ball away, made some bad mistakes, but, so on and so forth. Without Gray for Switzerland, 2 yellow card. Yeah, exactly. Kvara scored. Nico has been on target. Sorry, hang on. You've all just told me that Georgia have scored. You're not lying to me, are you? Spain, Georgia. They're actually 1-0 up. This must be the goal. Awful. Or who's that defending? Is that Norman? That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Jesus, who would Georgia play in the next round if they win? Does anyone? Can you tell me? Because I don't want to Google it. Juve want 50 million for Sule. Well, he's a class player. First goal they've conceded. Still a long way left. Long way left. 18 minutes in. Gueye will be a big miss. Gueye will be a big miss for England. He will be. I thought he was a rock again today. That obviously won the header for the Bellingham bicycle kick. I tell you, Spain can't even get a normal pass together. Rodri can't even get a pass together. Good lord. It was an OG. Yeah, I just saw that Normand OG. Yeah, can someone tell me who the winner of this plays in the next round, by any chance? Jesus, Donna, bloody hell. Cavara scored while wearing white, clearly a sign for Spurs. He's got the top of his socks are red, if that means anything to you, mate. Germany or something. Wingers hugging the touchline, like Cavara. I'm sorry, I've got the game. Oh, damaged my charging wire. I've got the game. You can't really see it, but I've got the game on my iPad. I am watching as well. This game is going to be tasty. I can tell. Lobotka, it was great. Why not get him? I got Rodrigo Bentancur. You know. They've got Germany in the next round. Interesting. Germany next round. Interesting. Germany versus Spain. Ooh. That could be Germany, Spain would be tasty, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ. So Donna's changed herself to Archie Gray. Jesus Christ. Messing Poro, clearly. Oh, you already know it. You already know it. All right. Predictions, England versus Swiss. Right now, I'd say Switzerland will win. But you know what? The Patriot in me will say 2-1 England. How about that? News on Ramsey. Nothing at the moment, mate. Nothing at the moment. Bellingham is him. He was, yeah. I mean, the good goal. Good goal. God, good Lord, Robert. Jesus Christ, mate. We're not down bad in this community. We're not doing that. All right. All right. Let's have a look. Yeah, so hang on. Who's going to play next game instead of Mark Gray? Just don't know who's going to be. Jesus. The channel's disintegrating, lads. Good Lord. Do we have an update on... Well, yeah, I think Clive, I hope Conce is the guy. But do we have an update on Calafiore? Just that Bologna think they're going to have to sell him. But Juve don't want to spend the money on him. But Juve got a deal agreed with Calafiore. Conce with Gomez left back if Trips is out. Well, Shaw is supposedly on the bench now, you know. And he stopped being so still. I think the stream is lagging. Jackass. I really want Agate, to be honest. Lolo and him have a good partnership in Uruguay too. I think Agate might be off to Man United. That's sort of the reports at the moment. God, you can tell Georgia are going to be sitting back the whole game now. What's a bigger upset? Swiss beating Italy or Georgia beating Spain's massive? Georgia's beating Spain's much, much bigger. Shaw not play a tournament. Yeah, I don't think Shaw will play a tournament unless it's like 5-10 minutes here and there. Because he does need to get some form of football in his legs. Stream has gone for fuck's sake. Nice. Oh, it's just Andy. Oh, yeah. Whenever Andy just stands there, I get tempted to refresh my YouTube. I'm a good actor. That's what I am. I'm a good actor. Terrible, Marshall. Don't know who that is, Robert, mate. 3 hours and 30 minutes for a Gray. Here we go. I'm getting a bit shaky, you know what I mean? Well, sorry, a little bit shaky. You know what I mean? Nah, it's all right. Well, look, it doesn't affect us if he's hit. Look, we might get Here We Go tonight, which would be absolutely lovely. But if it's tomorrow, I'm sure I can wait till tomorrow. Can you imagine starting the week off with a lovely high of Here We Go confirmed? Oh, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. Um, But apparently Leeds United are keen for the deal to be done today to comply with PSR rules in the EFL, by the way. So Leeds want the deal done. We want the deal done. We'll have to see. My YouTube on my phone did actually crash. I'm good. Dean, I'm like that. Good actor or someone who needs to be locked up. I'm a good actor. All right. Shroomsy. When is the deadline for clubs with FFP problems? It's today. It's today, mate. They've, excuse me, ends today, and then tomorrow is the next year. The start of the next year. Donna, we're trying to talk about PSR, FFP, and Archie Gray here. Come on. Wait, I joined late. Sorry. What was the news on Gray? Akram. It's terrible of you, Akram. Well, I just said something then. You would have caught that. There's potential that he's on a standby for a medical at Spurs. Yeah. Terrible, Marshall. Terrible. Unlike Gray, as he has tremendous potential, let's hope it's done today. Absolutely, Brian. Absolutely. I hope so as well. I hope you're all right as well, mate. Streams, I challenge you. The first one to make Annie say first summer fruit squash, second boxes wins. Lads, you got to keep that one together separately. You know, don't tell me. Did you hear about the swap deal for Liverpool for Gordon? Would you take him? Gordon, yeah, but we're not in there. We're not in for Gordon, not at all. I'm interested in Eze, Tony, Jimenez. Here we go. Well, we're interested. Well, I'm interested in for the Eze. Here we go more than anything. But I'll take an Archie Gray. I'll take that. An alternate universe, Porro, Reguilon, Achille would be starting for Spain right now. Yeah, the fact Porro's not in the squad, I still don't get. Like, he's good enough to be in the squad. Oh, Spain looking lively. Do Leeds have FFP problems? Yes, they do. Yeah. Why in the hell are you reading that? Well, you know what, mate? Keep it to yourself. It says Shroomsy, not Kool-Aid addict. I'm not a Kool-Aid addict, mate. It's a lovely summer fruit squash. Oh, there it is. There it is. Clay Van Gogh already cheated with the challenge. Yeah, exactly. He's done a terrible job. What it was, Shroomsy, is that he jumped in the deep end of the swimming pool without his armbands and he was struggling. So he's not had the oxygen to his brain because he's been struggling with the water. Imagine Van der Ven, Son, Madders, Kuti. Well, I'm going to miss that one name there. Vicario, Gray as the first team. Some players missing out there, mate. Got Destiny Adogi missing out of that one. But yeah, we shall see. Right, I'll have a little double check on just anything that's come through in the last few minutes that I haven't seen. I'm enjoying this Spain game. I'm going to enjoy this with my summer fruit squash. I can sit back and enjoy it. By the looks of things, no. By the looks of things, no. There's no more news. No more news. Left my brain at the far end of the pool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, streams. I didn't read it out on for a reason. I hope the Spurs get 75 to 80 points and at least reach the semi-finals in Europe. Give me all the trophies in the world, mate. Rec, give me them all. Laporte shooting from 30 yards out. That's not the Spain that I know. Right. Anyway, thank you all for joining me this evening. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, back tomorrow at 12 p.m. to talk some more football. Hopefully, we get the Huey Go confirmed, which would be bloody nice. Obviously, enjoy the rest of you. Enjoy the football that's on right now. Enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the rest of that game. I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy it. And yeah, take it easy. See you later, everyone. Take care.